And now that we know everything about buying and renting and choosing an instrument, we know how to hold our bow, and we know how to hold our violin, it's time to play. So in this video, we're going to be playing open strings. Two basic things that I want to make sure to cover today and that you feel good about are how to get a straight bow and string crossings. Alright, so let's start with how to get a straight bow. So if you're feeling good about the bow hold with the thumb on the inside of the bow, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that your thumb stays nice and bent, and also make sure that your thumb is not too low. So the thumb should not be here inside the frog, but rather up on top of the frog. And if your thumb bump is touching the hair of the bow, then that's totally fine. Alright, so to get a straight bow, you are not going to move your hand in a straight way. I like to say it's a crescent moon shape. You're kind of going like this. So just watch first and then we can try together. We're going to start at the frog. And when I say frog, I don't mean very, very frog, like down here. I mean right about here at the start of the winding of the bow. And I like to say I'm going to start with my hand close to my face. So you can see how my wrist is slightly up. And you can see how it even looks like my bow is slightly angled that way, okay? That's totally fine, and that's where we want to be at the frog. I'm going to draw my bow to the middle. Stop in the middle. When I go towards the tip, I'm going to push outwards with my hand. Alright, now it's your turn to try it. You can play with me or just try it on your own. Ready, go. Good job. So some helpful tips for trying to get a straight bow is to watch yourself in the mirror and to watch your bow. So when I say watch your bow, I mean to watch the space between your bridge and the bow, this space right here. It should stay the same at all times. So you start here, as you go to the tip, you go out, and then as you come back to the frog, you go back in. Just like that. Let's try it on the D string now, because all the strings are going to feel a little bit different just because of the angle of the instrument. Ready, go. Good job. Now let's try it on the G string. Ready? Go. And now E. Ready, go. Good job. So the two most common mistakes when trying to get a straight bow. First of all is that when you're at the tip, the bow is going this way, towards the fingerboard. If you're finding that's happening, that means you need to push outwards more with your hand. The second is at the frog. You'll find that the bow is going this way, again, towards the fingerboard. That means you need to come inward with your hand. You can almost think of your wrist as coming up and it's about to like hit you in the face, but don't really hit yourself, okay? So please feel free to pause the video and work on just getting a straight bow. But now let's talk about string crossings. So when going from a higher string to a lower string, your wrist leads the motion. Your elbow does follow. So for example, about my wrist leading the motion. As you can tell, my elbow gradually rose, but your elbow should always remain lower than your wrist. They should never be in line, and the elbow should never be above your wrist as well. Be aware that you're also not raising your shoulder or your elbow as you're drawing an up bow. So let's try that. Let's start on the E string and just play one long bow per string. E, A, D, G, thinking about the string crossings leading from the wrist. Let's start up bow. Ready, go. Awesome job. Now, when going from a lower string to a higher string, it's the opposite. Your elbow leads the motion. So you can think about the elbow dropping. And you'll notice when I'm on the E string, my elbow is very close to my side. A really common mistake that I see beginners make is having a too high elbow, okay? So just so we're clear, the elbow on the E string level, A string level, D string level, and G string level. All right, remember, elbow always below the wrist. Now let's go from G to E, thinking about those string crossings. Remember, elbow leads. Ready, go. Good job. So that is how to do a straight bow and how to practice string crossings. So what I would do is first practice just open string, long bows, focusing on getting a straight bow. And once you feel good about that, practice string crossings like we just did in this video.